Hello. Here we are. We're going to look at how to create a content package that bundles all the attachments and linked files and so on in your EQUELLA resource into a format that's a bit easier for people to view and work with the information. So many EQUELLA resources are like this one for video tutorials. Lots and lots of links to attached files or websites. So that's great. We can access them from this resource summary. We can link to individual ones. We can link to several. But actually finding your way around this list, which is in order of how they've been added to EQUELLA, can be a bit difficult. Sometimes it's hard to work out which file would be useful, and sometimes in a long list you can miss stuff that's really useful. So what we need to do is give it a little bit of structure to make it easier to view and use. So what we're going to do is edit this EQUELLA resource. So through in the editing wizard, we come through to our information about the resource. So that's fine, we're happy with that, we don't need to do anything with it. But what we do need to do is have a look at the attached files. So click on attachments, and in this screen you can see we've added lots of websites, so there they are in the order that we added them. What we need to do is add a menu, a navigation menu. So click on Build a Navigation Menu and you'll notice over here another tab has appeared. So let's click Navigation Menu Builder to start working with setting up our content package. First thing to do, down the bottom you have an option to initialize. So if we click Initialize, you'll notice that that brings through all the files that we had listed as attachments on our resource summary. Okay, so that's fine, that just brings them through in the order we've got them at the front of the screen. What we can do is click on any of these to move them around. So if I'm interested, for example, in iPad, I'm going to move that to the top just by clicking on the title and using the arrows up or down to move it around. I'll just check through, having a look to see whether I've got any other information. Okay, I might be interested in presentations, so I'd like to move Prezi to the top as well. Scrolling up, you'll see I've still got Prezi highlighted, so I can scroll to the top and just keep moving that up until I'm happy with where it is. There it is under iPad. And I might be interested in photography as well, so I'll move that to the top. Now I'm not going to work through the whole list, but this is just to give you an idea of how you can set up the initial part of a content package. Alright, so let's save that. And I'm back in my resource summary, so you'll notice I've changed the order of how the resources appear. But what I can also do is scroll down in my resource summary to this full screen option, and if I click that, you'll notice, aha, I have my 3 iPad photography and Prezi options at the top of the screen, but you'll also notice that I get a more useful view of things. So I have my menu on the left and I have the display of my linked item on the right. So that's just a nicer way of pointing people to the information. So if you give them the full screen link, they have a bit more control over getting to the information and how it displays on their screen. In the next video we'll have a look at how to add in tabs to organize the content into